heart of gold, but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I've gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rise again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rise again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rise again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Yes, I'm back, and this time it's breaking news because obviously I just received some information because I am quite interested of actually getting clearing this up, making sure that we're all on the same page. Now, right now I am actually trying to find examples. Here we go. This is a perfect one. What page is this one? This is, please hold. Is it this one? No. What about that one? No. Yeah, so just bear with me a second. There's a couple of things I want to show, and there's a reason for this, because obviously it's very important that we all have our T's crossed and our I's dotted. So it's only fair to, where the frick did I see it? Oh, there you go. No, yep, no, yep, no. Just where the hell did I see it? Was it here? Yes, it's this one here. We'll go like that. We'll go like that. And we're going to go like that. Now you're going to find it very interesting. So you're going to have this one here, this one, and this one here. Right. So we're going to have that one. Now, okay. Right. Let's get rid of this here. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. We got all that sorted. Yes, we got that sorted. We're going to click on that. Right. Okay, guys. I have to do this in such a way that, right. The other night on my live stream with my pretty aunt Squid, I was educated on Pacer. And the reason being is because it's always confused me. And obviously, you know, this has got nothing to do with anyone except stuff that's been said, people, the way they've been going on, and everything else. So I'm now going to show you what I know, what I have been taught, and what I have been explained. Now, Pacer. You're thinking, oh God, here we go. Pacer. Right. Pacer is an American website, okay, where you can get documents on court cases. And we're fully aware of that. Yep. We're fully aware of that. Now, on this Pacer, from what I understand, is that basically you can go to this and you can then download or view court documents. And that includes screenshots, pictures, actual documents, dockets and everything else. Now, every time you go and you download it, say for example, you've got 74 pages. 74 pages will cost you $7.40. Okay, so that means when you do download these, that's how much it'll cost. Now, every time, if you go onto Pacer like every day, and you click on one document and you bring it out, okay. Now, to everyone in chat, I'm not looking at chat right now because I need to obviously explain all this. So I don't want to get distracted because it is very important to send a message out there. Now, no one is attacking anyone, right? However, I am questioning how someone can lose control of a system that is set up in such a way that you can pay this off. Now, for me, this is breaking news. This is absolutely breaking news because I asked an individual, and no, this is not from individuals who are on my stream. It was not from Squid or from my pretty, but I do have permission to show this. All right, so I'm only going to show certain pages. I'm not going to show the main page, but I'm going to show you the last page of the grand total, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've noticed. Okay. And it's not just, I just want to make sure that I've got these pages, everything is fine. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do, we are now going to change the page and we are going to go like that and like that. Okay. So on Pacer, the way I've been explained and the way I understand it is that every single document that you have on that, right, is itemized, and let's just make that a little bit square. There you go. Yeah. Right. Now, when you receive this document, when you receive a document, obviously, we can't see what's going on in it, but right here, for example, on the 2nd of the 8th, 2020, on the 8th of the 2nd, sorry, on the 8th of February, okay, the individual clicked on this, on all types of party search. So that costs 10 cents. Then the docket report, which is a full docket, it's like a motion. That's with 9 pages. They clicked on that. That's 90 cents. Then obviously images, that's screenshots and documents that come with that document. All right, that's 130. And then again, they clicked on the docket. There you go. You got 90 cents again. And then obviously with the images and everything else, 130. So what I want to point out here, right, if you look at the docket number, okay, 00055 Zulu Charlie Bravo, okay, and this one here is exactly the same as this one. So this means the person, okay, clicked on the same docket or on the same file twice. Okay, so that means you're being charged twice. So here's one thing you have to remember. If you are clicking on this, and from what was explained the other night, means that if you click on a page, you pay 10 cents for that page. So if you click on something every time, you're getting charged for it. Like Squid Pro Quo, bless her cotton socks, she showed us an example of her pacer, and that cost her $1.20 just by clicking on it, by going into it. Yeah. So that night, the other night when we were doing the My Pretty and Special Guest live, it wasn't about other people. This was about me being educated, because at the end of the day, it was part and parcel of the itinerary of our stream. Now, I decided to dig a little bit deeper and start to ask questions. And because obviously I'm not used to these type of page or this type of websites and stuff like that. Now, I want you to start paying attention. As you can see, each of these, every single document you hit, okay, you get a subtotal, right? Now, on this subtotal, like if you're paying attention, like when you're going into this and you click on it, you get a subtotal, you know what you're doing, right? So that means if you click on the same file, on the same document, to then pass it on to someone else, and then to pass that on to someone else, every time you click on it, right, you are getting billed. Say, for example, it's this one here, 45 pages, yeah? Right? Audio files, $2.40, but there's a zero. So you've got 45 pages, and it's cost you $4.50. Now, if you click on that every time to share those files, right, that means you are accumulating $4.50. So every time you click on it, you accumulate that, no matter what. Right, we move on. Wait a minute, is this the right one? Hang on a minute, let me just check. I think I've started this the wrong way around. Let me go back to, there you go. Right, okay. Let's start this another way then, shall we? Let's do it this way. There you go. Right. One thing I need to pay, as you can see, right, 74 pages, $7. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you guys pay taxes and that you still have to pay for these freaking for this, all right? But the reason I'm doing this quick live is because I want to point a couple of things out. This is not directed at anyone, but this is actual proof. These are transparent. This is transparency. These are receipts. This is factual proof, okay? So unless you're not paying attention and you do not pay your bill after 3 months or so on, when you're supposed to, all right? I asked another question in the background, and I said, "What happens if you don't pay your bill? What happens if you continue and then you still don't pay your bill?" Well, not apparently, but Pacer suspend your account until you've paid it. Okay, so what's going on here is that over a certain period of time, say for example, this individual here is doing all these documents. I mean, here you got 14, there you got 37, 24, and you cannot go. No one on this planet could go wrong not realizing. All right, they're thinking, oh, it's only one. It's only $2. Oh, it's only $4. Oh, it's only $3. You know, blah 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 blah. Okay, but when you actually get to the end, it will tell you. All right, it will tell you how many pages you've downloaded. Yeah, it'll tell you. Without fail, it will tell you how many pages. So how the hell can you miss? I mean, how? Unless you are deliberately ignoring it because you're trying to. I don't know. I'm not even going to fucking even venture down that rabbit hole because it doesn't make any sense. And yes, these are docs on. Yeah, and no, it doesn't belong to anyone who was on my stream the other night. So just so you know. Now, one thing I can't understand is this part here. 1,245 pages. That's all the court cases. Now, don't forget, yeah, $124. Now, one thing I have noticed, and I'm going to point this out in the next pictures, all right? As you can see, everything is itemized. But if you have a look at certain things, it will charge you a docket, for example, a docket report, excuse me, it will charge you the same amount. It'll charge you either $1 or $1.10, or like the other night, $1.20, right? So I don't even go on this page, and I've figured out now, right, every time I hit on the docket, it's going to cost me $1.10, depending on how many pages are in there, right? As you can see, obviously there's pages in here, right? There's 10 in this one, in this docket report here. There's 10. So that cost me 10. That cost me $1. Now in here, right, there's 10. That cost me $1. Here, docket report, 20. But you'll notice that in every single docket, every time you hit a docket, it will have the same amount, depending on the pages. So if the docket has got 10 pages and it's got something else in it, that's what you pay. Here again, right? If you look, search type is going to cost you 10 cents. The docket is going to cost you $1. Anything else included in that is going to cost you 20. So here we got 130, 130, 15 pages on this one. So that's going to cost you 150. Again here, a search type costs you 10 cents. Docket report, 110 because there's 11 pages in it. Extra 10 cents. So here's my question. Simple question. And I do understand. I'm starting to understand Pacer, but at the end of the day, I don't really care because, I don't have to delete. There are people out there who deserve to be supported. Yes, that includes everybody. But my question is this. If you are downloading all these, okay, and you are then putting yourself in a position where you are basically owing this website money and you're in debt, then there's only one or two things happening. You are not understanding the concept of that website. Wait a minute. Let me just see. There we go. Is it this one? Yes. Yes, it's that one. Yes. Right? Either you're not understanding the concept of the website, and the thing is, because you're trying to please people, right? And yes, I get it. People are giving you funds. There's a lot of people who have the documents, and it's like, say, if I say to my Pretty or Squid or anyone else who can get documents from Pacer and say, hey, do me a favor, can you get me the documents? They'll say, yeah, it'll cost you. Right? Okay. As you saw, well, you did see, right? I can show you evidence of someone being in debt of $125, right? And then there's, but that's by and by, right? This is not a dig. This is me understanding, right, the concept of Pacer. What happens if you don't pay attention to what you're doing on Pacer? Because every time you click on a link or you do a search or anything else, it costs you money. So everything you do on there will cost you money. And the only person who is responsible for that is you, because it's your account. Now, here is an example of what I'm talking about. This is how I understand this concept, right? First of all, on Pacer, no matter what you do, no what you look for or court documents, whatever, is irrelevant right now. What we're talking about is the actual physical and visual fact that you owe money. And that's basically here, right? It says subtotal. It tells you how many pages. If you've got audio files, it's different, but it'll tell you how many pages that you have downloaded or saved, right, as a PDF file or whatever. And it'll tell you how much you owe. So basically, we've already put that thing out the way. Yeah, each page is 10 cents, right? Now on this one here, the same thing with 28 pages. That's $2.80. Now with all the searches and everything else, with all the research and the dockets and everything else, all right, it's come to $124.50. That is 1,245 pages. Now, we all know there's been rumors, statements going around that individuals owe 4, 5, God knows how much, right? That's over £4,000 pages. So what does that tell you? Well, what does it tell me for someone who has not got a lot of knowledge about this? I'll tell you from my perspective, and then whatever anyone else wants to say, you can say what you like, but I'm going to give you it from my perspective. From my perspective means this. I am looking at this document, I click on it. The document opens, I now owe them 20 cents. I then go to the other document, I click on the docket report, I now owe another $1.10. And every time I click on it, I close it down, I give whoever the documents, or I share the documents or whatever, and then I come back, I reopen it, click on the documents, copy them again, hand them over to the next person and the next person and the next person, and so on and so forth and so on. And what I'm not paying attention to is that the cost is increasing every time I click on that page. And from the way my Pretty and Squid explained it the other night in regards of clicking on pages and stuff like that, that means that every time you even go into this site and you do a search or you click on any documents or anything else, you are being charged for that. Nothing is for free, which is very weird, because the amount of taxes that you guys pay over there, and the fact that, like, you know, that you don't have, it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. All right. But anyway, we digress. So here we are. Now, one thing I have noticed, that when these documents, when the docket reports do come through and people click on the docket reports, there is some similarities. For example, some dockets will cost you $1, but the next page or the search will cost you 10 cents. And then there's always, in addition, there's docket reports or whatever, or any type of paperwork or whatever. Now, this one here is very interesting. As you can see here at the top, all court types party search. All right. Obviously, this is about the Jeremy Hales case. All right. That's 10 cents just doing a search. Now, obviously, you got two dockets. You got a couple of documents here. You got 2 pages. That's 20 cents. And then you got docket report. So basically, that's the motion or whatever. All right. 11 pages, 110. And then you got and then here you go, another search, 10 cents. And then you got docket report, 110. Then 2 files in that other docket, 20 cents. That there, this here, okay, tells me that this individual, right, clicked on the same thing twice. Instead of just taking it from one search. And so basically, if you look at it, right, this bit here, right, this would have been the original search and the original finding of the documents, all right, and that would have then cost you $1.30, $1.40. That would have cost you $1.40, right? But the thing is, when you do a second time and you do the same thing again, as you can see, both of these, even though they're back to front, here's the 58, there's the 58, here's the 45, there's the 45. Okay. Now, that there has just cost you an extra $1.40. So instead of being $1.40, it's now cost you $2.80. So by clicking on the same thing at the same time, and this corresponds with what Squid Pro Quo said about clicking on links and clicking on the documents. So that now I'm happy with that. I understand that now. So by going on Pacer and clicking on these documents, it costs you money. Okay. So it costs a $1.20 because there's 12 pages, right? Now, just to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about, all right? Up here, the red arrows indicate the dockets. Okay, these indicate the dockets. In this one here, you've got 14 pages. All right, just by looking at the 14 pages and the images in here, this is the difference of actually paying attention what you're doing and not paying attention what you're doing. Okay, as you can see here, the individual obviously done the search, 10 cents. Did the docket report, 10 cents. Right, all these pages here, okay, show you the costs. All right, and it's come to $8.70 because in this one here, right, it could have been cheaper. It could have been free. Sorry, it could have been $3.40. had they not done another same search again. Because if you look at this one here, right, it's a different number. So basically what they did another search, found one page, clicked on it, and then did that, right? So that there, from all the way to this bit here, all the way up there, should have been one search. But it shows a pattern, right? Now here, same thing, 10, 110, 10, 110. That there is the perfect example of, different images. Now, if you look at this one here, that one there, that is 93. That's 93. So basically, the individual looked for an image with 9303. So that would be part of this one because you got 92. So 92, then 92, 92, 92. So that must be part. I don't know, but I don't care anyway. But I'm just pointing out this fact here. So here comes my main question. All this shit about documents and about all this crap and, people going, this and that and all that shit. Let me ask you a simple question. Very simple. Okay. This is a very, very quick live. Because now that I understand how Pacer works, right? Explain to me how a individual or anybody with any type of common sense can put themselves into debt when they have every single thing in front of them to pay the bill, how much it's going to cost you, and everything else. Now, when you take this evidence, okay, when you take this proof and you put it out there and you say, right, okay, that's how much I did today, that's how much it was yesterday, the day before, the day before. Now, you have every 3 months you have to pay your bill, or you come to the bill. Now, from what I also understand is that every month you can get up to 30 pages, which is $3, right? And after that, it's free. Well, from what I understand, unless someone's going to correct me, if someone corrects me, let me know, because it's very interesting. Now, however, if you click on documents and you go in and out of the place and you keep on clicking on documents, what you're doing, you are increasing the bill, right? You are giving yourself payments that you need to pay. Now, after 3 months, you get a bill. And like this individual owes $124. I think Squid had another bill. She said, someone else, she said that it was $48 or something like that. So you got, $48. Now, here's a very interesting question. So you got different, after 3 months, you got $48 or $125 or $200, depending, if you are a YouTube channel that does legal court cases all the time, then obviously you're going to have multiple pages, right? And I'm fully aware that certain people get support from individuals in regards of the documents. Okay, fine. And we should be thankful. And those people who post it should be supported, okay, because they're paying out their own pocket now for you to get to see something for free. And I believe that every individual should be supported. However, I draw the line where people are supporting someone who's not taking on the responsibility for paying their bill. Now, from what I understand, if you don't pay your bill, your account is suspended. But I still can't understand how you can, 120, 130, 140, I can understand. But over 400 or even more, it doesn't matter. If you're not understanding the concept of what's going on that website, right, you need to be careful. You need to pay attention to what you're doing, because if you click on a link or you do a search, it's going to cost you money. And the thing is, if you don't watch it, it starts creeping up on you. And that's what's happened. It's creeped up on people, and it's then, yeah. And no matter if you give someone $20, $40, $50, whatever, right? The thing is, it will creep up. Like if you're trying to please people and you're trying to do this and do that, and here's this and here's that, okay, right? There are people out there who do this out their own pocket, right, to keep the truth and all and everything that's going on up to date, all right? And some people are getting help supported privately, some are getting it done overtly. Some people are getting super chats and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the only person who's responsible is the individual who has that account. Now, here comes the problem. If you've got people that you want to please for one reason or the other, or you're afraid of them or intimidated by them, or they demand, right, this information, then why aren't they going to Pacer and start their own account? Why aren't these individuals on Pacer? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't care either what anyone says on either side. On either side. And here's the responsibility for every single individual fucking person involved in this. If you know someone is in debt, then you should not be enabling anybody to continue what they're doing until they have clear their debt. Because if you are enabling this person and you don't stop this person or other individuals from continuing to putting themselves into debt, then all you are doing is using and abusing that individual, and you are enabling that type of behavior, irregardless if that person understands what they're doing or not. It is a very simple, straightforward system. But the problem is the minute you click on something or you do a search, it will cost you money. And that can creep up on you without you realizing it. Now, if you want to call me a bad guy, then you crack on. Fill your boots. Have a cookie and a glass of milk while you're at it. Because I don't care. I now understand Pacer, and I'm glad that I do not have an account on Pacer. Because I tell you one thing, it's very easy. Very, very easy to get into debt on that website. You've got to be either very clued up or you're very experienced dealing with websites like that. Right? I mean, like the way it was explained the other night and the research I've done, and I've got it. There are people out there who are going, I don't know shit about. No, I don't know. But I'm being educating myself now. And I tell you one thing, the Pacer website, right, with these freaking files and everything else, it's good and fine because it's transparency, it's public knowledge, But at the same time, all you have to do is click on that fucking link, or you click on a folder or on a page or something like that. That's 10 cents you owe. And if an individual cannot comprehend or understand what they're doing, and all they're trying to do is please other people, at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility. Of course not. You don't care. You're getting free documents. You're getting the documents out there. Yeah, whoopee shit. Yeah, cry. Yeah, who's going to complain? But when you've got someone who doesn't comprehend or doesn't understand the fact that every time they click on that freaking document, right, it's costing them $3. It's costing them $4, whatever. 79 pages. That's $7.90. And no, this is not an attack at anybody or me trying to make someone look bad. This is me trying to help and protect an individual who's in debt because other people seem to not give a shit. Yes, give them $10 here, give them $40 there, give them whatever. But it's not about the money. It's not about the documents. It's about the fact that when you keep on clicking on these freaking documents, you got that money creeping up, and it's creeping and creeping and creeping. And if you're not paying attention, now that's one thing I've noticed with the screenshots I've shown you. If you're not paying attention, it creeps up on you. The $3 here, the $2 there, the $1.10 here, the $4 there. And like, okay, if you're downloading 28 pages or 79 pages, I mean, that's not going to creep up on you. That's going to come up to you like a crack horse on a pole dancing competition and slap you in the face. It's like, hey, you owe me $79. Okay, but at the end of the day, this needs to stop. Either have one individual who actually understands how that Pacer website functions and works, and have individuals who are nominated, right, to do that, to share the files with people, because once you've got the files downloaded, you can then take that file and then hand it to someone else as a PDF. Simple as. Because it comes in a PDF. And all you have to do is take that PDF and then pass it on and then share it with someone else. Just take it, there you go, there's a PDF. All right. And the thing is, if an individual wants to help that person, because obviously it costs like $2 or $3, yeah. Hi, Nimrod. Wait, right? And if it costs $3, here you go. There's a $5, right? Or here's 10. You've helped, over the last couple of months. Do you know how quick you can pay your bill off? And apparently you can pay your bill off before the 3 months are up. So if you owe, say, $50, $50, right? I'm not just talking, no, Nina, I'm not just talking about MaxLab. I'm talking in general now, because I understand at the end of the day, I don't care, what people do. And this is not just about MaxLab. But unfortunately, MaxLab hasn't made announcements and statements about being in debt and everything else. At the end of the day, that's public knowledge. So this is not a dig at him. This is nothing to do with him. This is about the fact that about getting into debt, paying your bills and everything else. Now, Pacer website, right? It sneaks up on you. This has got nothing to do with anybody. This is the fact that the website is designed and set up that, like, no matter what you click, you have to pay for it. So, Nina, if you think that I'm having a dig at MaxLab, no, I'm not. In fact, I am concerned that he doesn't understand what this website's doing. And what I'm concerned of as well is that, like, I don't care if people take it, if people are going to argue this or not. Okay, but they are responsible. They are fully responsible. Say, for example, MaxLab came in now and says, hey, Spawn, I've got documents from this. I'll go, okay, then send me the PDF. And he will send me that PDF. And I'll say, right, how much this cost you? Oh, it cost me $4, $5. I'll go, okay, then here's $5. Pay your bill. I would expect him to come and pay his bill. But at the end of the day, once I've helped him out and once I've said that, the responsibility is no longer mine. Because at the end of the day, irregardless if I do help him out a couple of bucks or not, okay, it's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, he is the owner of that account. He is responsible. So he needs to comprehend and understand what that website do. I now understand what that website's like. And I'll tell you one thing, I will never, ever sign up to a website where if you do a search, it costs you 10 cents. I mean, the fact that you guys pay taxes over there, technically, a lot of that should be free, doing the searches and everything else. Now, if you do want to download your pages and everything else, then that's when it should cost you. It shouldn't cost you every time you click on a link or you click or you do a search. But at the end of the day, Nina, if it's about MaxLab, if it's about anybody, regardless about this whole thing, it's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, okay, there is no way on this planet, unless you are not paying attention or you don't understand the concept of that website. As simple as that. This is nothing against anybody. It's basically, this is whatever people should be fucking doing. I shouldn't be sitting on here richly showing you screenshots of this and explaining, especially from someone who is not American, because apparently, all right, because I'm not American, I'm the bad guy. All right, but let me explain something to you. Who are you going to hold fucking responsible? And this is not directed at you, Nina. This is in general, generic. Who the fuck are you going to hold responsible? Who? The only person who is responsible for that account, for their account, are the people who have signed up to Pacer. And from what I understand, it takes a while for you to get that account. However, once you are signed up, you are fully responsible for that. Now, if people take advantage of you or they mislead you or whatever, or you're trying to impress or whatever, it doesn't matter. You are the only person responsible for that account. So if you've got an outstanding bill to pay, it's on you, no one else. I get it. People want to help out. Yeah, they'll throw a couple of bucks here, throw a couple of bucks there. Yeah, I mean, this here, right, is pissing me off. And it does piss me off because the thing is, I'm seeing someone who's got vulnerabilities that, I mean, this is allegedly speculation, but I believe people are taking advantage of him. And yes, I am talking about fucking MaxLab. And I don't want to see him being taken advantage of. And at the end of the day, I, at the same time, cannot be held responsible for his own action. And after everything I have seen so far now about Pacer and everything that's been said over the last few days about Pacer, I am so glad that I don't have a Pacer account, and I don't recommend it to anybody. And the people who do have a Pacer account, you are braver than. I tell you one thing, you're brave. Because, like, the thing is, if you don't realize, I mean, every time you go in there, you're paying money. It's like a bottomless money pit. You want to get the information, you're going to pay for it. Considering that, like, you know. But then again, hey, I mean, I can't even, I think there's a big cultural issue going on here, right? And I think that there's people out there who seem to be anti-British. All right, okay, there's a lot of people who are anti-American. All right, and if I mock or I'll have a little bit of banter or a little bit of a joke with the words Americanese and all that, if you take it personal, that's on you, boo. But this Pacer thing, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that you can even get into debt. The fact that they suspended. Now, here's the question. Now, obviously, I need to figure out or ask questions or ask around. Right? Is when would they then suspend you? Do they suspend you after the quarter when the 3 months are over? Do they suspend you then, or is it like any other company where they send you reminders and they give you then the last warning and then they suspend you? But by that time, the thing is, if you're going in there every day, as you've seen here, people do go in every day, and you're going in every day, you're accumulating that bill, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Okay, until one day you'll open it, and suddenly you're owing like $200-300. And the thing is, at the end of the day, when you actually point that out, you point these discrepancies out, and you actually stating, hey, well, look what's going on. The only person who's responsible is the person who opened that account. And if people are helping that individual, why the fuck is he not? Or he, she, them, they? Why the hell are they not paying their bill? Who the hell is to blame for that? So if you go around and go, oh, I'm in debt, hey, people have helped out, people have donated, people have, But the problem is when you've got people in the background, right, going, oh, I need this doc, I need that doc, I need this doc. Oh, I need that deposition, or I need that picture, or I need this, I need that, I need this. When you've got someone who wants to help, who wants to be, helpful at all times, that person is going to turn around and they're going to go straight to that website and go, next to know, he's handed over 25 pages. He owes $2.50. And this then builds up and builds up and up and up and up and up and up until it's out of control. So who's responsible? Who is going to have the balls and the spine to stand there and say, do you know what? For the first time, you limey twat, you've actually made a good point. I'm proud of being, you can call me any name you like. I'm proud of being a Welshman, right? You see, people like us, right? We're proud of our heritage. And the thing is, don't forget, your heritage started in 1776. Ours started fucking way before, a long time ago. Now, I could be facetious, I could be rude, I could be disrespectful, but I'm not going to be rude, disrespectful, facetious. Because at the end of the day, obviously, you guys don't have a sense of humor. Now, going back to the Pacer thing, I'm still learning about it. And the research I've done so far tells me that unless you know exactly what you are doing, and you're not just doing a search around trying to find stuff on other people, and you are doing the simple search like with a Hales court case, that's an example. So you go for Hayes, the court case, the depositions, the all the legal documents from both sides. That's one thing. But if you do other searches, then that's totally on you. But the thing is, when you're doing this for other people, because they're either too lazy, too bone idle, or just don't give a shit. And they think, well, yeah, I'll get pages off him. Here's a message to that individual. Max, this is a personal message from me to you publicly. All right. I do like you. I've never hated you. I just think that like what you did in the past is unbecoming. I know that you like to help people, and I've seen you help people, and I know that you care. But I also know that you've got social skills, um, social cue skills, issues. All right. And I get it. But I want you to understand one thing, that you trying to help people and support people in this case is admirable. But the thing is, you're putting yourself into debt. All right. You're putting yourself into debt. I please get hold of someone who will actually care about everything that's going on in regards to this pacer thing. And please allow them to help you, all right, to understand this pacer thing. Okay. So please, I applaud you. I don't care if you hate me or you don't. I don't care if you think, I really don't care, but I do care about the fact that people are taking advantage of you. And there's no way on this planet that anyone, right, should end up in with that at that amount in debt on Pacer. And the fact that you have been suspended on that website, please get someone to support and help you. All right, but make sure it's from someone not part of the clique, the groups. Make sure it's an individual, independent person in real life, like a family member or someone else, or your carer or anybody, because this is not good. But there you go. That's a personal message to you, my friend. And like I said, I don't hate you. I have kept and I will keep my distance from you because I don't want to be accused of being a bully. But please get this addressed. Have this addressed. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. All right, get it addressed. All right, I've met you. I've spoken to you in depth privately. You do have a big heart, Max, but people are taking advantage of that. There's not, so yeah. But anyway, you take care of yourself and get some help in regards to that account and sort this bill out. Back to the normal transmission. Now, at the end of the day, to all the people who, look at Max as a gift horse. Now, this is not about him. It's in general. I mean, I can't believe what I've learned about Pacer over the last 48 hours. I really did think it was like, oh, right, okay, if you, it must be costing a bloody bomb or you pay, but it's free to sign up. You can sign up for free, as I've been explained. It's $3 a month, up to 30 pages, so that's $3 after that, but wow. But anyway, there you go. This was a short stream. Hate me, love me, despise me, whatever you fucking want. But I tell you one thing now. Anyone out there who's got a Pacer account and you have the documents and you use them on your stream, unless people are willing to support you monetarily to then use those documents, okay, they are yours to keep. Okay, I would not, and if you've downloaded them, what do you want, Cat? What do you want? Don't what? No, don't do the puss and foot eyes. No, oh God! Every time you do that with your eyes, yes, I know, baby, I know, sweetheart. Yes, right. Okay, 1 second. I need to go. I got to feed. Come on, shithead. Come on. There you go. Don't sit there. I'm not. Listen, what is it with you felines, right? You women. I mean, really. We kill for you. We hunt for you. We. Now you're doing the puppy eyes again. You're doing the eyes again. Go on. Get. I'm not going to get into an argument with you. No, because I know I'll lose. Hi guys, sorry about that. Now, what was I saying before I got? Now, this was going to be a quick stream about this because at the end of the day, right, I really don't give a flying crap about anyone's opinion about me. If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. But the thing is, if I don't know something, right, I will do research on it. And from what I've noticed, I can tell you one thing right now. The only people who are responsible for the debt or the issues on Pacer are the individuals who own that account. So if it was me, I would refuse any documents from anybody unless you know that everything's been paid. I know Sienna. She's sitting there with her. You know that Puss in Boots when he does the eyes and that cut. That's what I'm getting right now. And I've put. Oh, fuck's sake. But yeah, I know I did a live earlier on, but this one is because I was a little bit taken back by some of the information that I mean, even someone who's not experienced on Pacer, I can see a pattern of prices like the docket reports and stuff like that. It's like $1 or $1.10 or depending how many pages. And the thing is, like, ladies and gentlemen, you sit there and you attack me because you think I don't know, right? You pay 10 cents per page, but you have up to $3 that you pay for 30 pages, and that's it. After that, it's itemized. It's an itemized billing system that you've got there. But I'm glad I'm not involved, and I'm glad I don't have that account. But here's one thing I will say. Okay, I've sent a personal message out to an individual, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay, I think that he needs that support. He needs a proper, real life, in person support, not none of this online shit. Right? Yeah, and there you go. You've heard what I said. You can take that to the fucking bank, right? And if you think this is an attack on an individual, no, it's not. I am genuinely concerned because now that I understand Pacer a little bit more than I did before, I am now concerned that an individual can get into debt on that site, on that website. And there's now, and here's the thing. One thing you need to understand, and you need to understand very clearly. There are 40 people in here, 40 people who go into every single channel of all the people who obviously are afraid of me because I'm not just an empath, but I'm also not scared of confronting people. And this is nothing against you guys. You have every right to go anywhere you like, and you are always welcome in here, no matter where you go. That's where I have to agree with certain individuals. Okay, but the thing is, when it comes to this Pacer thing, I think this Pacer thing can also cause issues, and I think it has. And to be in debt in regard to this is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So I hope that this message and this quick stream has somewhat educated you. It's definitely educated me. So I'd like to just a quick shout out to my pretty and Squid Pro Quo who were here and educated me on this. And it wasn't planned. It was just part of the documents and everything else. Okay. Because obviously Pacer was brought up in the what the hell's fake thing. So I needed to know. And also, when I'm inquisitive, I will ask questions. And my the live stream with our special guest Squid Pro Quo was extremely educational, and it was really good. Not just about the legal documents, about and everything else, but also about how to live healthy, about the ingredients, the differences between the United States and UK food sources and ingredients. So I did choked on my sweet then. All right. Thank you, Nina. And the thing is, it was and we spoke about different things, and it was fantastic. And even though we had a normal stream and a fantastic educational stream with lots of information and everything else, we all got fucking attacked. Okay. Now, this will not stop us. This makes us stronger. But one thing I am going to say in regards to this stream right now, please educate people on Pacer. Please, the people who've got a Pacer account, please educate certain individuals. please educate people. If need be, make a post, explain this and this and this, so people understand, right, how easy it is to get into debt and get into problems. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this was your Spawn Trooper with some breaking news. And basically all I'm going to say is thanks very much for coming. Thank you everyone for coming. Hit that like or not like, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter, right? But one thing I want to say, there was no personal attacks or anything in this stream right now. It was educational. My eyes have been opened. And the fact that people are going on, right, just move on, because I have. So thank you very much to my Pretty and Squid for educating me. Thank you very much for all the absolute clowns on the website for putting up the screenshots and everything about Pacer, because I've actually gone to that web page and I've actually started doing some research myself, and I've started doing research myself the last couple of hours. So thank you for that. So both thank you to the haters and thank you to the good people as well. And remember one thing, a smile a day keeps the fucking weirdos away, right? And also, if you smile, because when you frown, you use more muscle to frown than you do when you smile. And hate is not a good thing for your body or soul. Okay, so remember, okay, take a break. Don't drink too much caffeine. Don't smoke too much. Go out, get some fresh air. Relax. Let nature take control of your emotions for a second. And you know, with me, when you come at me with emotions, not going to happen. All right. And there's a lot of people very emotional at the moment. So lots of love. Hugs to everybody. Hi, Blue, by the way. Hugs to everybody. Thank you very much for coming. And on that note, have a guess what? Yeet. Yeah, sorry about that. That was the wrong button yet again.
Spawn Trooper riding in the night, heart of gold but ready to fight, standing tall doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, Spawn Trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around, justice stands on solid ground, one last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong, I know too well.